Hi Aries, this is your guys' reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's see what is going on for my Aries at this time. What is coming in? What is your guys' energy? What have you guys been up to, dealing with? Alright, what's happening for my Aries? We have here the Three of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. The Three of Cups. The Emperor. The Nine of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Moon, the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Wands. So Aries, there's been something that you've been waiting on for a while. For some of you guys, it's collaborating with somebody else. Now, this can be in a relationship, a friendship. There's something that you've had plans on wanting to do, and you're waiting for somebody else to either give the okay or go ahead, or you're waiting on some kind of resource so that you can go on a trip. There's something here that you have something you want to do, but it's all about timing. It's all about waiting. There's something that you're waiting for something to come in so that you can go for something here. Especially because I feel like there's other people involved in this and you're having to see and wait. For some of you guys, maybe your plans are not going the way that you've wanted it to. Maybe that, and I'm also kind of getting as well as for a lot of people are becoming impatient about having to wait. Maybe they're waiting on you. There's something here about waiting. But I'm also getting as well that some of you guys have had it's like you don't have the funds or the resources to go and do something. And maybe you're afraid that people won't wait for you, or I don't know what this is fully, so I'm going to clarify here. But there's something about waiting and kind of like a little bit of a disappointment in having to wait. Afraid maybe it's not going to work out. I feel like for some of you guys, this has been a very difficult situation. Maybe I feel like you're waiting for a partner or somebody to communicate or somebody to really tell you how they feel. I am getting that for some of you guys, you've been a little bit stagnant, like you've been wanting to move forward, but you're waiting for this person to come back, or it's like you're waiting on somebody. I feel like a broken record, but like, yeah, you feel like you can't really build something or do something without another individual. Some of you guys just really feel like you're lacking in the clarity of somebody. I'm also getting that somebody might be like stringing you along or just not playing fair. And as I say, I got the Joker card. We're all mad here. I feel like you're dealing with somebody that isn't really playing fair with you, who's not giving you all the information. And that's what's keeping you guys waiting. Three of Wands again, right? You're waiting. With that Nine of Wands, this is pretty crazy. I'm not going to keep these, but I feel like this is also one of the storylines here. Is I'm getting that some of you guys, you've been holding on to... It's almost like you have a decision that this person is right for you, or that you... It's like you've been holding on to some kind of belief about somebody, right? And for some of you guys, you're trying to stay optimistic and hoping that things will balance out with this individual. I'm also really getting as well, some of you guys are afraid maybe you missed your chance or your opportunity, but something's not right here. I feel like this person takes more from you, or they make you feel bad in some way when you don't act appropriately in the way that they see life. It's almost like you're dealing with somebody that is kind of doing their own thing at this time. And you're just trying to get over it. And maybe you've even tried to reach out to this person. You've tried to reach out to this individual. You want some kind of form of communication. I feel like you've also felt like very left out in the cold. You've offered this person. You've told this person what you've wanted. I feel like you have something... Gosh, something solid to offer them. Yeah, it just feels like there's some kind of breakup that you're in the process of trying to let go of, but is struggling to do so. Some of you guys thought that this was going to be the person you were going to marry or be with, and it ended up not working out. And I feel like this person... There's something that they're keeping from you. And I'm also getting to that you keep offering them or giving them chance. You're waiting for them to really figure out what they want, because you're dedicated. But there's something about this person not wanting to reciprocate that or wanting to work towards that. And I feel like that's what's leading to this heartbreak and disappointment, because you put a lot of effort and time into this connection, and to have to sit there and wait for this person to even make up their mind or come up with some kind of real reason to why they don't want to do this. As it could be like a business partner or somebody that you work with who you put in most of the work, but they seem to get some benefits out of it, and you're kind of getting frustrated with it. For others of you, again, I just feel like this is like a romantic connection, but there's something where something's not right about this connection, and I feel like this person is keeping things from you or is not being entirely truthful with you. And I feel that you are just waiting for this person to communicate, to know what they really have to say, but I feel like this person is telling you how they are through their actions. They're showing you how they feel about this towards how they are treating you currently. I feel like this person is taking some kind of advantage in some way, but you're like allowing them to take this advantage. I think it's because you really care about them and you want to show that you care. But you keep doing it in a way where this person just thinks that they can just keep taking. It's almost like you are giving to somebody, because, for instance, like we give to people hoping that they will reciprocate or hoping that something else will come from it. But sometimes people, they don't think of it in that way. They don't, when you give them something, they'll just say, oh, okay, I'll take that, I'll accept that. But then they don't think about either repaying that forward, or they just don't think about how you're feeling in that moment. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad, but I am getting that you never fully defined what you needed or wanted. So you're giving to this person, and this person's just taking, but they don't really know what needs you have, or even if they're even capable of fulfilling what you need. But this person likes the benefits that you give, so instead of just saying, look, Aries, clearly you like me, but I don't really have that feeling, or say they like you, but they're just not sure about you, they're still taking from you in some way. And I feel like they're just doing it because you're giving it freely, But at the same time, you're not stating or fully defining, hey, I'm giving you this, but I would like this in return, or what can I give you that will make you happy so that, and then this is what you can give me to make me happy. There's no true communication there, even from the beginning. So it's almost like this person's not necessarily doing anything wrong, which might upset you guys, but at the same time, this person also is out for themselves, and you're trying to give a part of yourself away so that this person will love you, but they're kind of in their own world, in their own crap, right? This person's going through their own stuff, and so they're not really thinking much about others at this moment. They're more focused on getting through the day, living their own life, and you guys might be taking it very personally, and I just want you guys to know it's not a personal thing. Even if this person rejects you, even if this individual doesn't actually have feelings for you in that way, it's not anything inherently wrong with you or has anything against your worth. It's just the way that you're presenting yourself is not necessarily attractive, and it's not that you're not attractive. What I mean by this is when we play nice or when we give people out of condition in some way, it feels yucky to the other person, even when they receive that, even if they take that. So like you give them you give them a gift, they can feel those strings attached to it and they might accept it, but they can easily cut that string. They don't have to abide by your conditions or your rules. And so for a lot of you guys, you might not even be consciously aware that that's what you're doing. And so that's kind of what I'm sensing with this relationship, is there's a little bit of manipulation on their part for sure, but also you had a part to play in it as well. And I think that's really hard, because when we care about somebody, we really want to be there for them, but at the same time, we want to be treated nicely. And so when we are nice to people, we hope that they'll be nice back. We hope that they will like us, but you don't have to be nice to be loved. You can be kind when you can just give kindness to people with no strings attached, but being nice gives people that impression of something's not right here. So people are always weary of nice people. You know, it's kind of true psychologically. When you're around nice people, a part of you's like, there's some kind of either a hidden agenda or there's something going on there. And a lot of times it's not even a conscious thought. It's just something that we feel in an intuitive level. So that's just something I feel like I needed to say. We have here the Alice in Wonderland Oracle cards that I wanted to pull for you guys for your final messages. But I am definitely getting that a lot of you guys are in the process of healing this. I'm getting that this was definitely a tough situation. And it's not like I was shaming you or anything, but I definitely feel like there's some work that needs to be done on how you view yourself and how you feel like you need to sacrifice or give yourself away in some way in order to be loved or seen. It's like you're giving your power away without realizing it, or you're giving it away freely and people can sense that. And so it's like people who wouldn't take advantage of that, you know? It's just in human nature. We take advantage so we could survive, right? A lot of people don't realize how much the reptilian brain side of us still affects us every day. It is a form of decision making. So we have here the right way, learning to create what you desire. Exactly. See, I feel like you guys have been going around it all wrong. You've been trying to please other people. You've been trying to be there for others. You've been a support network for others. And it's almost like you're around people that don't appreciate that. And it's because you're presenting yourself in the wrong way. You are perfect as how you are, Aries, but the way that you present yourself, people feel that they can take advantage of that. People don't have respect for that. So you have to really acknowledge, how am I coming across to others? What am I saying or doing that makes or gives people the impression that they can use me or take advantage of me? And I feel like that is what you guys have been working on. And I feel like that's what's going to be changing for you guys. We also have choices, feeling blocked, restrained. So a lot of you guys feel like you don't really have many choices. And especially because I feel like you with this person, you could be fixated on this person or just feeling like you miss them. And for a lot of you guys, you have the choice whether or not you want to stay. Even if it hurts, you have that opportunity to walk away. Every decision you make is a choice. Every action you take is a choice. Whether it's good or bad, whether it's neutral, it doesn't matter. Your choices make up your day, which makes up your week, which makes up your year. And I feel like a lot of you guys are in the process of learning to make better choices that don't impact your self-esteem, that don't impact you as a person. And you guys are actually becoming much more stronger and more vibrant and willing to put yourself on that line and say, this is what I want, instead of being nice and trying to get what you need. Instead, just voicing what you need and telling people what you need. And if they can't give that to you, then walk away, because there's nothing wrong with walking away from somebody that can't fulfill you, that can't help you, that can't help you grow, that can't give you the needs that you need. Why stick around from those people? All they're going to do is bring you down more. And so I feel like that's what you guys are really going for. We also have such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. A lot of you guys are starting to get more grounded. You guys are starting to see things for what they are, especially with other people. It's really easy to get caught up with what we believe somebody is or how we view somebody compared to the reality of the situation. And that was something that I think broke me out of naivety as well, was because sometimes I would envision somebody to be a certain way, but in actuality, they're not. And sometimes we had to come to terms and acceptance of the fact that that version of somebody we believed that they were is no longer a real version of them. It was something that we wanted to see in them because that's something that we had inside of ourselves. So I'm done ranting. I hope that this didn't upset too many of my Aries. But definitely, I feel like a lot of you guys are taking back your power, even if it's one day at a time. So keep up with your work. Don't get discouraged. Have a great and wonderful day to my Aries. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.